Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and the Gay, the show that believes in punctuality.
Yeah, me at least.
I mean, I was
No. How early were you? Were you actually early today? No, hold on. Let me look at the text.
no. I was on time.
Let me see. I want to see this.
I was on time.
I'm just so used to
Why
being late.
Why do you have to? Why do you have to go and
see.
just make sure?
2:04.
You know what?
I am here. 2 p.m. is usually the time, as always. And 2:04. I was actually worried you're going to show up at 3 today, but he said 2 is cool. 3 o'clock it is.
Close enough, right? That counts.
Yeah, I almost said 1 just to get you here by 2. But you got here at 2:04.
That counts.
It counts. It's
There's
better.
a grace period.
It's progress. You made it within the 5-minute grace period, correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
5 minutes. It shouldn't be like 15.
No, you'll get fired.
Since when?
Since I say so. What the fuck? What the fuck?
How am I not fired yet? From anywhere.
This is your show. I don't
It's
know.
our show.
Our show, excuse me. I don't know. We would have to ask those managers, those wonderful managers that you have. But it's cool. I guess I've accepted the fact that some people are gonna be late. And so I'm kind of okay with it. But then again, I'm not in a position to not be okay with it anyway. So I guess it is what it is. You know?
So suck it.
I will.
I am Jose, and
Hi.
that voice you hear is the beautiful Jamie.
Hola. I hate you. It's Jaime. Yes, thank you.
That's what I said.
No, you said Jamie. Stop.
Same thing.
Racist.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I've had a really challenging week at work.
Okay.
But I've also
Persevered.
Yes, I am a much better person.
I mean, people are throwing around the word hero, I hear.
Yeah, that's very true of me. It is what it is. You know, I accept it. I'm okay with that.
No, yeah, you should.
No, it's just, it's work adapting to change. Also, I got back from vacation and I had to go to work, and you know how that.
That's usually what happens when you finish vacation.
I know, it sucks, right? Like I'm expecting another vacation, and it didn't work out that way, sadly. So, no, but I did. I'm happy I took a vacation. It felt like a vacation. It felt like I just reset myself, and then it was some stressful situations at work. That happened along the week, and then by Thursday afternoon, I'm a fucking genius. Okay, so I'm lazy, and I think
Same.
So I think that if I can make my job easier for me, like I will do as much as I can to make my life.
See, is that
easier.
lazy or efficient?
And that there you go, right? That's it, and that's where I started saying, am I lazy or am I like a
efficient?
Genius? Efficient. Yeah, I would say a genius. But so
Hero.
Exactly.
We've established this.
So one of the things that I do is I review transcripts. I look off into the distance. I don't know why I do that. There's like nothing over there.
It just makes you look a little more pensive.
Yeah. Reflective.
Yeah.
So what I did, I think I don't know. I'm normally really good at eye contact, but with you, it's weird.
I have that effect,
bitch. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I don't even know where I was going. Oh, so
I have that effect.
I have to review transcripts, right?
Okay.
Like I have to read people's having conversations with customers, right? Is part of what I do. Just to be able to give like tips and ideas and kind of evolve, because we also do sales, so suggesting things for that, right? And I hate reading. Like, absolutely hate reading.
Same.
I really thought I'm
because reading's for losers.
Well, and then the majority of what I do is reading now. So I sat down on Wednesday and just really dug into finding out how I can avoid reading. And I was able to resolve it by Thursday morning. So
Did you find an audiobook?
no, actually, so I found, because I'm not reading books, I found so I thought that Chrome would be able to have like an add-on that lets you like just read off of pages.
Yeah.
It didn't do it. Maybe it's our 2-in-1s though. Like the devices that we use are kind of trash. So and then also I thought Excel could do it, but I guess the type of Excel that we have, same thing, it doesn't really do it. And then finally I posted everything into Word, and Word now reads aloud for me. So I just sit there taking notes while I'm hearing like the chat going on, and I'm like, fuck yes. Like I was it was such a nerd moment for me.
Sounds like it would have been easier to read the damn thing.
But I figured it out, and now I don't have to read the damn thing anymore. And by the way, it's reading takes up a lot of time. And then again, I'm very easily distracted. So if I'm reading, I need to play music so that I'm focusing on those two things, right? but I'm not then focused on taking notes as much as I should be, right? So now listening to the transcript and then taking notes is like what I do now. So I'm very efficient now. Very efficient. I'm very proud of myself for figuring that. It was a super nerd moment for myself, but I made it. It helped me get through Thursday and Friday. Saturday was chill. I've been playing Pikmin, Bloom a lot. So yeah, I'll tell you more about that. How's your week, Jose?
My week has actually been pretty good.
That's cool.
I had birthday stuff last week.
Oh,
I was so busy. My birthday wanted to just be left alone, and that didn't happen.
people hit you up.
Yeah, I was social. I did a great job being social.
Awesome.
My neighbor made me this amazing Oreo cheesecake, which was just the sweetest thing in the world.
Oh.
And I mean, just being, oh my God, it was so sweet.
Yeah.
I had to just take a bite out of it and chug a gallon of water every time.
Oh no, it was good.
It did wonders for my hydration. But oh my God, it was so good.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not dumb, okay?
Okay.
But I've been really struggling with the memory on my phone.
Okay.
I'm just constantly running out and have to go in and start cleaning things out.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't have that much stuff. Like, why is my phone constantly out of memory?
Yeah.
So I went into the app thing where it tells you what is taking up your memory.
Yeah.
And one of it said other. And that was taking up the most of my memory. And I was like, what the fuck is other?
Porn. Got it.
Like, well, I thought it was porn, but no, porn would have been in my gallery. Right?
Right.
But it wasn't. So I finally figured out that apparently when I was over the road,
Over the road.
driving.
Oh.
When I would drive far.
Oh.
And I would lived in the truck.
Oh, okay.
A lot of what I used to do is download stuff on my phone so I could watch it in areas that have no reception.
Oh, like Netflix and stuff like that. Oh.
So I had like 2 shows on Netflix, like entire seasons of it. I had over 120 YouTube videos.
What the heck? Wow.
Just downloaded on my phone.
Yeah.
So I went through and just cleared all that out.
Yeah.
I have room again.
Yeah, crazy. Good job. You have a friend that works in that line of business, right? And then you used to work in that line of business. So what happened?
I tuned all that out.
I'm a trucker now.
No, but speaking of video games, though, I started playing State of Decay 2.
Oh.
Which is, I told you it was a bad idea.
State of Decay 2. Why? Because you're addicted to it now?
Yes. I can't stop.
You're like survivors, but your survivors die and you become a new survivor? No? It's not that game? Or is it a mobile game?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, it's a Xbox game. And I talked about this earlier, but I've been getting a lot of time off work.
Okay.
And it's unplanned time, you know?
Okay.
Like, I'm expecting to go to work, and then they're like, hey, we have no work for you today. And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to find something to do now. And I revert back to video games where really there's other stuff I really need to be doing. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to find a good survival game, right? And I started just going through the Game Pass store and seeing what they have available. And one of the ones that I started playing again was DayZ. But DayZ's a little brutal. Like, it's you start off, with nothing, and you have to run around and find stuff. Mm-hmm. I think I would have been fine with it, but the combat in it is also really, really annoying. Like your hits have no weight to them. Mm-hmm. So you're punching a zombie, and they don't even stagger or anything. They just keep swinging at you, but apparently they're taking damage. And it's also on an open server, so other people are running around the map and just.
Do they try to kill you too?
Yeah.
At the same time? Oh, okay.
And it took me forever just to figure out how to put on a jacket.
Oh, wow.
So I found a jacket and it says like transfer it to your hand, and I'm like, no, can I just wear it? And it says transfer it to your hand, so I transferred it to my hand, and I was like, okay, how do I put it on? Transfer it to inventory. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
So apparently you have to take off your clothes first, and then you could put on something else. But you also get thirsty, you get hungry, and that happens like pretty much right away.
Yeah.
And the area where I landed at was already picked clean by other survivors. So then I was just like, fuck this game. And then I remembered I have State of Decay 2.
Yeah.
I don't play State of Decay 2 because I get sucked into State of Decay 2. So I got sucked into State of Decay 2. It's such a fun game. But yeah, you play as a survivor, and you build this community. You find other survivors, and each survivor has different skills.
Is it online as well, or
It can be.
It can be. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, and you build your community, and go out and scavenge for parts, food.
Cool.
Find different survivors with different skills. So, like, you get a mechanic, a craftsman, someone that's good with computers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it becomes such a fun game.
That's awesome.
But Jesus Christ, I need to stop.
Is it on like PlayStation as well?
No.
It's only an Xbox.
It's
exclusive.
an Xbox exclusive.
Oh,
Yes.
crazy.
And State of Decay 3 is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
And in State of Decay 3, there's animals, zombies.
Oh.
Which I'm just like, all right.
Cool.
Did you ever try Days Gone?
No.
On PlayStation?
I don't think so.
It's a really fun game to play. Have you ever seen anything about it?
No, actually, I've never heard of it.
No? Days Gone, it's a game that has hordes of zombies like coming at you. And it's
like a little bit at intense. A time, or just
no,
like...
they can get pretty big.
Oh wow!
But it's intense. The thing about that game, because of course they wanted to make it into a franchise, but it didn't sell well because originally it had a lot of bugs in it, and the story is terrible. Like the voice acting is terrible. Like all of it is terrible.
Yeah.
But the actual gameplay is great. Like it's fun. It could be it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get a second one at this point.
I've been playing. So I mentioned Pikmin Bloom. I've been playing that in place of Pokemon Go, which is good because now I have another reason to kind of go for walks and stuff like that. Which is I was mentioning that to you a little bit about Saturday. I went really early for a walk, and it's cute. My nephew got me into it when I was in San Diego visiting them, and it's so much more passive than Pokemon Go is, and I think that's why I enjoy it. It's
what
more
do you mean
of
passive?
like it's more about the walking as opposed to the trying to catch stuff or trying to beat gyms or trying to battle or trying to like level up your Pokemon.
So it's a walking simulator.
It's a walking simulator, but you get like rewards for walking and stuff like that. So you get Pikmin, right? Like you automatically get. I remember
the Xbox game like back in the day.
Xbox game? I think it's a Nintendo exclusive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So so you basically find like little, I forget what they're called. They're like little pods or planners, and then you kind of like you walk with the planners and you get they become Pikmin. So you start collecting more and more Pikmin. And then depending on the areas that you're in, you get different types of, you get like red, yellow. So red, yellow, and blue are the initial three that you get. Then you get purple and white, and I think black. And there's one more that comes out later on that I'm not sure of yet. But basically, you walk around. You're getting them to grow. You're leveling them up in the sense of like their hearts, like their friendship with you because you're walking with them.
Okay.
You're planting flowers. You're making giant flowers bloom, which is pretty cool. So all the Pokemon gyms are like flowers in this game that bloom into giant flowers. Mm-hmm. They just released.
It was on GameCube. That's why I recognize.
Oh
it.
yeah,
I used to have a GameCube.
It was on GameCube. Yep, that's true. I didn't play it back then either. I played it for the first time in Wii U.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is much different. It's just about making flowers bloom. Yes, planting flowers, making them bloom, collecting items. You collect different Pikmins from different area, and when they become your friends, like if they have 4 hearts, basically, they go and retrieve like a decoration for themselves. And so, like, I have a little a cheeseburger. There's a little little one. There's one that's like it's like a coffee, like it's in a coffee cup. There's one that has like hooks on, like it has a fishing lure on its back. There's one that has part of a banana on its head. It's just so random, but it's cute. It's totally my type of game. But I don't play Pokemon Go anymore. Then again, because I was really disappointed with what they changed up in the game.
What did they change?
Well, no, just like the mechanics of the game, like collecting Pokemon to like level them up type of thing, like the candies and stuff like that. I think that's lame. The evolution items that they don't include bothers me. The fact that this is one thing that really pissed me off about Niantic recently. They were like, people were complaining that community days they didn't get as many shinies or what was it called? The Go Fest. they didn't get as many shinies as they used to get, right? I think we talked about this at a certain
Yes.
point. Yeah. And then they wanted to be mad at the audience who are expecting shiny. It's like, dude, you made the game like that. What do you expect, you know? But no, that's what's been keeping me walking lately. Pikmin, bloom. Because I want to plant flowers all over the world. Gay. I am. I really am.
Well, you mentioned earlier before we got on that you had a story of...
Oh, yeah. So this is a very nope type of story, by the way. And so this is where it's going to be one of those stories that you don't like.
Okay.
The lights in the sky type of story.
Oh.
Except it wasn't lights in the sky. Okay, so there was one night where where Adolfo and I went to go walking at Cal State Long Beach, right? Uh-huh. And it was kind of a gloomy night, you know, like it was a pretty gloomy night. You could see the moon partially like through the clouds and stuff like that. It was very reminiscent of like those scenes in Nope in the nighttime, you know, where again it was just cloud and sky and you couldn't see anything else. Stop being mad already.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, so it's already kind of like it's already creepy, but we've walked there. We haven't had any issues or have been freaked out, right? This time we take a little bit of a different path. We took it behind, like in between some buildings, like right right as we got to like inside the campus, right? There's like these buildings, and we took this path, and as soon as we kind of start walking down this path, it could have been that, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So, dude, no joke. It was very much like. It just in my ear, the way it sounded was like the UFO and Nope, you know. So all we hear is just like this, like, and it was just like it was like from one area to another.
I think I can do it.
Okay, do it.
Like,
oh my!
It was kind of like that,
and it's almost like I went behind something else.
Yeah,
and then I continued.
it was so weird. It was
the
so
Doppler
weird.
effect.
It was like.
It was weird, dude, because we heard it in one spot, and then all of a sudden we heard it in a different spot, and then it just went silent. Like we didn't hear anything else, right? Or see it. We didn't see it. Like we looked up because obviously it was coming from up high. Well, at least that's what we figured. It didn't make sense, right? But then obviously you look at the night sky and all you picture is Nope in that moment. And I jokingly, I'm like, Nope. I told him, right? We started walking, but it was just such a trippy. Like it was just like a scene from that movie. You know, I'm like, don't look up. No, we're gonna get spoilers. We're gonna get eaten by this thing. You know, so it was just such a trippy moment. And of course, we didn't see anything. So I'm sorry, I don't have any evidence. But I mean, the only thing I could think of is like, it's probably just like a jet passing by, like high enough. You know, like that. Whatever. I don't know.
Or it's sprinklers, and
no,
the way you were at,
sprinklers.
that's the way sound is bouncing off
It was clearly like like some type of airplane. I don't know where jets take off from around this area, okay, is what I'm saying. You know, there might be some that come from San Diego, go up north or something, you know, like, because it's in the same flight path. Like Cal State Long Beach is in a flight path. So you see a lot of airplanes flying over, and that's why we looked up, because we're like, oh, shoot, why does that airplane sound like that? There was nothing, Jose. It was such a crazy moment. And then everything started creeping him out afterwards. He's freaking out the whole way. We were hearing crickets and he was freaking out. Also, June bugs are like everywhere. So like, they're just like,
we're in August.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were still in June when we were walking then, right?
No, July.
Oh, July. I don't even know what day it is. But no, June bugs are still June bugs. Like they don't change their fucking names. They're still June bugs, fool. Like what the fuck? They're still around. Yeah, it's the heat. I don't fucking know what they are. They're June bugs, all right? But it's not because it was July or August or June. It was a crazy story. I was laughing the whole time. Adolfo was not.
Jordan Peele said that. Well, there was a theory going around that Nope stands for not of planet Earth.
Oh.
And Jordan Peele was like, yeah, that's right. And it's like, is this one of those moments where, yeah, that's right, or you're just like, ooh, that's a good idea?
I mean, the guy says Nope a few times in the movie, you know? Like,
but it fits.
It fits, I guess. I guess. It could just be Nope.
Let's talk about today's show, shall we?
Let's do it.
The James Webb Telescope is a goddamn miracle.
Yay.
There's not enough hours in the day.
Not.
Woke Comic-Con is under fire.
Woke Comic-Con?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I finally figured out DC's biggest villain.
I already have an idea who you're talking about.
Disney releases its Marvel D23 Expo schedule.
Yes.
I watched the first episode of Sandman.
Great job. I saw the first 10 minutes.
Prey was released.
It was.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Prey, yes.
And
Pokemon. Fuck you. We
Of
talked about this
course it's
already.
Pokemon.
Bitch. I also have some news. I have some Pokemon news that we're going to talk about in the news, as well as some Dead by Daylight news for us. So, yeah.
All right. Can't wait.
Yeah.
The James Webb Telescope has been an incredible tool when it comes to like seeing the universe.
Cool.
It's just observed a galaxy that existed just about 400 million years after the Big Bang. And new analysis have revealed that there's a galaxy a mere 235 million years after the Big Bang, which is impressive. Like it's a very old galaxy.
Wow.
The telescope just discovered something that it wasn't designed for, though. So it just saw a supernova.
Whoa.
And the thing about it is, it wasn't designed to see supernovas because it's mostly like infrared stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it saw the supernova, and then it came around like 5 days later, saw it again. And now they're thinking that there's a way to see like what goes on after the supernova happens. Because usually, since the universe is moving, everything's moving at all times.
Yeah.
It's hard to really observe something like that.
Yeah. Supernovas are when suns are exploding, right?
When stars are exploding.
Stars
yes.
are exploding. Okay.
Mhm.
That's crazy. I was watching this TikTok video because that's, again, where I get all my news from.
Of course.
And
The Chinese.
Wow. And somebody was explaining that, like, if there was, like, intelligent life form out there somewhere and they were able to actually see down to Earth,
they would see dinosaurs.
Yeah, they would see dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be seeing this time because of the fact that,
the way light travels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Or they would be flying above Cal State Long Beach, fluttering around.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm happy we survived that day.
Yeah. No, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
The fact that it can observe these celestial things going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's such a trip, too, to think about all these galaxies that are like that one, 235 million years just after the Big Bang. We're almost 14 billion years in. I think it's 13.8 billion.
Yeah.
I think that's how old the Earth is.
Wow. Crazy.
Do you ever feel like you just don't have enough time in the day?
Yes, always.
Well, scientists have noticed something baffling.
What's that?
It seems that the Earth is rotating faster than usual.
Oh. So days are getting shorter?
So far, just it's like 1.59 milliseconds less than 24 hours.
Oh no.
But scientists are thinking that if things continue, we'll have to cut a full second from the atomic clock.
Oh my God, a second.
Yeah.
The fuck?
See, you might be thinking, but Jose, what's a second in the grand scheme of things?
Exactly.
Graham Jones said, he's an astrophysicist, a negative leap second would mean that our clock skipped 1 second, which could potentially create problems for IT systems.
What the fuck? Okay.
Technology's going to fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, Y2K, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Researchers said a leap second would have colossal effects on technology and become a major source of pain for hardware infrastructures, especially if they rely on timing.
Wow.
They believe that the melting and refreezing of ice caps on the world's tallest mountains could be the contributing factor to the irregular speeds. So, more problems with global warming.
Yeah. Damn it.
Our days are getting shorter.
Bastards.
See, you're like 1 second now, but it adds up.
How long is it going to take to affect us?
Fuck if I know, man.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, man.
Yes, hi.
Did you ever imagine what it would be like to be a hero?
Oh, I've been called a hero.
Oh, yeah.
Today alone, 3 times.
I've heard.
Yes.
Well, it seems that the Long Beach Police Department will soon be hiring civilians to respond to low-level crimes.
Oh, fuck. Long
Did you
Beach
hear
Police
about
Department?
this?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. Wait. I'm sorry. Police can't even handle this shit already as it is.
That's why they're sending regular people.
Oh my god.
Imagine calling the cops because you didn't get enough chicken nuggets in your box, and fucking Mike shows up.
You know what? Mike deserves this job. If he can handle these Karens, you know what? I'm applying for this fucking job. This sounds like an ideal job for me.
Yeah, the Community Service Assistant Program will create 16 new civilian jobs at the department with duties including responding to Priority 3 calls. Their calls, which are requests for officers to respond to nonviolent incidents, typically filling out police reports after a crime has occurred. That's usually what they're saying it is.
Oh.
Officers will still respond to priority 1 calls.
That's cool. You know, and so I guess I'm kind of open-minded to this idea because, I mean, it makes sense for even like, let's say mental health issues, right? That sometimes happen that people call emergencies for. I mean, that are emergencies, but just a different type of emergency, right?
Oh, yeah, let's send Steve.
Well, you want,
He'll figure it out.
What if Steve has, you know, the degree that he needs to be able to help out these people too, Jose?
I would be okay with that.
And also, if somebody's calling because their chicken nuggets are not right, that person deserves a citation, and I'll be more than happy to be Steve in this situation. Okay, you called the police department for what? Chicken nuggets. Got it. Here's your citation, ma'am. Thank you very much, Karen. We know. I'm applying for this. I don't give a fuck. I like Long Beach.
Yeah. Yeah, civilians will not be armed, but they will carry pepper gel, which is like pepper spray. I don't know what the difference is.
Pepper gel?
Pepper gel.
We'll rub it on you.
You got to rub it on your hands first. They'll also be trained in evidence documentation and be taught how to fill out police reports.
I'm going to apply for this job. This sounds really interesting and right up my alley. Not that gateway.
How do you feel about Die Hard?
Like the movies?
No, the actual
Die
events.
Harding? What is to die hard? No, I'm just trying. I'm impartial. I saw the first one.
You know what happens after 4 hours if you don't call a hospital?
Oh my God! Stop. And you took some stuff you shouldn't have.
Die Hard.
I think I saw the first one. And I liked the first one, but I haven't seen anything beyond that. So
okay,
I'm okay with it.
I love the Die Hard series.
Okay.
I've said it before. Die Hard 5 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Love it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love all of them.
Yeah.
But Die Hard 5 is probably the worst movie I've seen in my life.
Are they gonna rewrite it?
Well, with Bruce Willis now out, they are thinking of recasting John McClane and doing a Die Hard prequel, which we really don't need.
We don't need that.
But Aaron Paul is being eyed to star as John McClane.
Aaron Paul. Who's Aaron Paul?
He is Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't need a Die Hard.
I don't want another one.
Why can't it just be like a new movie?
I agree.
Like a new, character.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Don't need it again.
Yeah.
There were 2 movies that came out simultaneously at one point. Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember those movies?
I've heard of them.
Have you seen either of them? Okay, I watched White House Down.
Mm-hmm.
White House Down stars Channing Tatum, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. And there is, the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking, I've seen this movie before, but I couldn't have seen this movie before because it just released today.
Yeah.
And I am in the theater sitting here watching this movie.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie. And there is a point where somebody's like, any last words? And my brain just immediately goes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. It's Die Hard in the White House.
What the heck?
Yeah, I was totally in on it. In for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need it.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Just a new action movie is fine.
Yes. There is no need to attach Die Hard into this.
Well, and so what if you want to create a new Die Hard series, but why does it have to be like a prequel? Like that's what I
don't need it.
That's also, and that's what kind of bothers me though. Like you could even make it a new Die Hard, like the next Die Hard or some shit like that, because like 007, right? Like
just move on. Just another chapter.
Yeah, call it
again,
Die Hard.
It doesn't need to be a Die Hard movie.
Yeah, it could just be any type of movie.
And again, like one of the great things about Die Hard is the fact that he's not an action hero.
Yeah.
Like he's just stuck in.
dude.
Yeah, he's just stuck in this spot. Like he's just happened to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. Good news.
Did you watch the Tomb Raider movie? Not the Angelina Jolie ones, but the one with Alicia Vikander.
No,
Vikander?
I don't think so. No.
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. But MGM just lost the rights to the franchise.
Oh,
they
wow.
didn't greenlight a sequel fast enough, so the rights reverted. And right now there's a bidding war going on between studios and
Sony. Wait,
MGM.
Does MGM make? But okay, go ahead.
I don't know.
Because Sony has their own studios,
yeah.
right? Yeah, and it's a PlayStation franchise, isn't it?
But MGM had bought the rights to the movies.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't just Sony?
Wouldn't they revert back to Sony?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but there is a bidding war going on right now in Hollywood, and it looks like that whoever is gonna get it, we're gonna be getting a brand new series. So new Lara Croft,
Yeah.
no more Alicia Vikander.
You know, so
Pretty sure it's Vikander.
sure. The okay. I think that certain things got let go. Like you really have to because okay, Tomb Raider. Like when was the last Tomb Raider game that came out? Has there been a recent one?
Yeah.
When? But like, is it even
It's
that
like
popular?
well, there
though?
is a new one coming soon, and it's gonna be an Unreal Engine 5.
I think you told me about this too, right? And then it's like a team of Tomb Raiders. Was it you that told me this?
No.
Who the fuck told me this? Did you send me a text message
No.
about Tomb Raiders?
No.
Who the fuck told me this?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You didn't tell me anything about a Tomb Raider being led by Lara Croft, but it's just going to be a team of Tomb
I
Raiders?
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So somebody told me this. That's so weird. Who told me this? Anyway, I thought I heard something like that. Maybe I made it up in my dreams or some shit like that.
I would dream with Alicia Vikander too.
I did not. But I mean, but it's just I get thinking about like, do we need again that type of movie?
No.
You know, like, you know, I don't know. Yeah.
I watched. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. That new Channing Tatum movie with Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, that one. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
The Golden Palace?
Yeah, sure.
No, it's not. Is it?
Golden showers.
Oh, that's cool. Like, what did you like about it?
It was funnier than I imagined. They have really good chemistry too.
Yeah.
And I actually really like Channing Tatum.
Okay.
I think he's fun to watch.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Peacemaker.
Oh
What's his
yeah,
name? John Cena.
I could see that.
I don't know why. That's weird, but yeah, well, you can see it. But I just think it's weird that can associate the two of them together for some. Maybe because they're funny. They're kind of muscly.
Muscular.
John Cena.
Down boy.
What a wall of a man.
So, how do you feel about the term Filipinx? I'm asking Woke Jaime
Stop it.
because he knows what's up.
I think I have not heard of this. I don't care either way because, you know, whatever people want to identify themselves as is okay with me.
Well, Comic-Con has had some backfiring after attempting to use the term.
They attempted to use the term at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who attempted to use the term at
They
Comic-Con?
used it at a tweet.
Oh.
They like tweeted.
Is it because it's not a thing though? Or?
Well, Filipinos are very upset at this. Somebody tweeted, Filipinx? We never agreed to be called that. Filipinos is appropriate enough. Why the hell would you call us that? Another one replied with, we don't even have the letter X in our language. How are we supposed to spell Filipinx in Tagalog? Another one was like, Filipinos already gender neutral. We don't assign genders to terms like Spanish. We don't have he, she terms in Tagalog. It's a superfluous term. And we don't use Filipinx at all. This isn't a thing. It's always been gender neutral, which is why we use kami for us, tayo for we, sila for they. Please stop trying to make it a thing. Ask a Filipino before labeling us with terms.
That's a really good point. So, yeah, I mean, people shouldn't just create terms if it's not in agreement with the community that they're trying to represent.
Like, I remember there was a guy one time that I think he was a Democratic candidate, but he was, I don't remember what he was doing, but he ended it with a man and a woman, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awkward. Pandering.
Yes, that's a good, yeah.
It was called The Lost City, by the way, that Sandra Bullock and
that's what I
Channing
got.
Tatum thing. I called it the Golden City. It was a city, so
But it was lost.
it was lost. It wasn't golden.
Did you see the quick teaser for Joker 2?
No, why would I do that?
It doesn't show anything really. It kind of shows like a cutout of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and it looks like it's dancing. And then it shows a cutout of Lady Gaga, and it looks like she's dancing to kind of like music. And then it just says Joker,
she's gonna be
Folly
Harley.
Do.
Oh, okay, because she's gonna be Harley Quinn, right?
She is going to be Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen part one.
It's got a release date of 2024. You should watch it because I want to see what you think. I think you'll like it. Like, honestly, I think you'd like it.
I don't really care. I don't, Jose. Like, I'd rather watch King of the Hill. I've been watching a lot of King of the Hill. We just saw the episode where the Megalomart blows up. Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with Boy Meets World again.
Oh, cool.
Great show. It stands up.
Yeah.
So big news from the DC film division.
Lots of big news from them. Yes, yes.
It seems that Warner Brothers just seems to be DC's biggest villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, let's be honest, Batgirl, the directors of Batgirl are. Ooh, I wrote it down somewhere. Adi El Arbi and Bilal Fallah, who did Miss Marvel and Bad Boys for Life. So I really doubt this movie was going to be good.
Miss Marvel, the
TV,
our Miss Marvel. Oh, okay. Well, not ours, but not. I'm separating myself from the DC, the DC fandom.
Yes.
But okay, got it. Okay. Yeah.
And Bad Boys for Life. I highly doubt this movie was going to be any good.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Yeah.
At first, they were saying that this had nothing to do with the quality of the movie, but it's looking like it was the movie, which just wasn't good.
Okay.
That's what it's looking like. David Zaslav wants to reset this whole thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
But the fact that he's just canceled this $90 million movie, they spent $90 million on it already.
Yeah.
Jaime. They're also canceling,
I mean, it's already done, basically. Yeah.
They're in post production right now. Like it's
Okay.
almost completely done.
Yeah.
They canceled also like the Scooby Doo movie,
Okay.
which was like another $40 million,
Okay.
and it's like, but the Flash is still coming out.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how have you not canceled the Flash? And not to be Ezra Miller's a trash of a person, you know, like, and how was that not the first thing you decided? You know what?
Oh, there've been
we
other
really
news,
have to.
and I'm sorry, I didn't.
No,
I
it's
didn't,
okay.
I didn't have a chance to write down anything about this,
That's
but
okay.
Ezra Miller has just been driving around the country, in bulletproof vest, because he feels like they're after him.
People should be. Yeah. No, that
He's too fast.
But oh my god. But it just that's a. I'm sorry, that's a hard call though. Like you're not canceling a real big problem. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
And you're gonna reset the DC universe, right? But you're not starting. You're not canceling everything. You know, you're only canceling Batgirl that could have came out. You know, Batgirl, Batgirl that could have came out. I mean, we haven't even seen anything for it. So like. They say that audience didn't receive it well, but I've also heard things about like the CEO being just really like super trying to be conservative type of thing is what I heard, but I don't know that much about it.
In a call that he did for investors, he talked about how he's really trying to follow Marvel's 10-year plan. You know, like the way they kicked off the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that if they're gonna do it, cool. Let's work on that. Like this really could be what we need. Like them to just scrap the projects that they have right now, and let's move forward. But I also feel like this movie is already made.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Like you should have just released it.
Yeah, you have J.K. Simmons in it, Michael Keaton's in it, Brendan Fraser is in it. Like they're big stars.
Yeah.
Again, it just from screenshots, it doesn't look good. But
yeah. Well, I haven't seen that much about it myself.
yeah, but I mean, I'd watch it.
I mean, I'd watch it because it was coming out, you know.
Leslie Grace, who plays Batgirl, she was quoted with saying she's a biker chick, so you're gonna see her do a bunch of badassery. So, like honestly, okay, cool. That's a quote.
But I mean, like we don't know like if it was good or bad until like it came out. Right?
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
that's
Most
the thing,
definitely.
You know, I understand the reset, but I also feel like they need to stop just everything, right? If you're gonna make a plan, right?
Yes.
Like make a plan.
Totally agree with that.
You can't then just say I need to follow a 10-year plan that Marvel's doing. No, don't do that. You have to really at least start with individuals, you know, like focus on what you can focus on and then grow from there, make it a thing, because that's what it kind of became with Marvel, right? Like they started with Iron Man. I don't feel like it was an expectation at first, you know.
Totally wasn't.
Who knew it was going to take off, you know? And it did, you know, and thankfully it did, right? And it became a thing. It became a whole, you know, what was it, 23, 26 movies or something like that?
They're around, yeah.
Yeah, so it became that, right? It became
a universe.
Became a universe. But give yourself time to, number one, choose the right people, you know?
Make a movie that can stand on its own.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
part, yes.
Make
absolutely.
a movie that stands on its own. Shazam can stand on its own.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to be connected to the rest of the universe.
Right. And there was a cameo, but like,
and you
not
can't
really.
and you can connect it in the end. Like you really can.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to have all of these everything that you're trying to do in one movie.
Yeah.
That's the issue that always seems to be going on with them. And it also seems like David Zaslav wants to focus on the Trinity. Superman,
original.
Wonder Woman, and Batman.
But I mean, we don't need it.
I agree. We have it. We have enough of it.
They've been doing too much of it and overdone. I mean, and overdone. Again, Wonder Woman was a great movie. You know, like the first one, right? Just slow down. It's okay. You know, like you'll catch up someday, but you got to start doing things right. You know.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman is set to be appearing in multiple other movies. I think she's gonna be the DCEU's Wong.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
Or
much.
like Nick Fury. Yeah.
Yeah. James Gunn has confirmed that Peacemaker is still going to be part of the wider DCEU. Green Lantern show has also been canceled.
Shit.
And it looks like Harley Quinn, Titans, and Doom Patrol will also be next.
Canceled? Mm-hmm. Well, good. What, Harley Quinn, the animated series?
Yes.
And then Titans, what was the other one?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, not Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol's actually really good, though.
Yep.
Titans was trash. You can cancel that.
Yeah,
but
and Harley Quinn is really good.
I haven't seen it.
Harley Quinn is really funny.
Yeah. Does that one tie into the DCEU, though? Oh, okay.
But it's just... from what it looks like they're doing, because they're trying... Next year, HBO Max is gone.
Like, what does that mean?
It's going to be a different streaming service because it's going to be mixing with Discovery.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be a different name, and they have let go of 70% of the writing staff at HBO.
Damn.
So a lot of shows have been canceled on HBO, and it looks like they're going to be going away from scripted TV, and we're going to be getting more reality stuff.
Why?
Because
that's weird. So weird.
I know. What does look like a good thing though is in one of the slides that they had for their investors meeting is DC looks like it has its own studio now, like it's going to be given its own studio. Right now, everything's been under the Warner Bros. Umbrella, and now it looks like DC is getting its own studio the way Marvel has its own studio.
Yeah.
So if that's what they're doing, and they're just going to give everything creative control to that one studio,
yeah,
it has potential.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see.
It sucks that Doom Patrol is one of those shows that's going to get cut.
I agree.
It has a lot of great talent, a lot of great stories, and regardless of how bonkers it is, it always kind of fits. It always fits. The writers are really great at that, so that sucks.
On the other side of the studio, I don't know what the hell I was saying. I had that sentence planned out in my head, and it just totally slipped my mind.
On our Marvel side, is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It looks like Isabella Mercer will be joining the Spider-Verse.
Isabella Mercer. Why did you say it like that?
Because I was still reading.
Oh, okay.
She's from Dora the Explorer.
Oh.
In Dora and the Lost City.
Okay.
The movie.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
Yeah. Who's she gonna be?
She was also in Transformers. One of them. I don't know which one. Do you like the Transformer movies?
I like the first one.
I
like the first one. Like, it was a Transformers movie. I think it was more like nostalgia. No, because I never really saw Transformers. It was cool for the first movie, and then it just went like.
Never been a fan.
Okay.
Never been a fan of that series. But
it was just the action in it too. You know, it's such a guy movie.
I mean, okay.
It's a guy movie because guys like Transformers, like straight guys especially. I was more into Beast Wars. Did you ever see Beast Wars? Stop, you're gross. You never saw Beast Wars?
Whatever you're into, man.
Shut up. So Beast Wars was, you know how this was a 3D. I'm going to tell you about it regardless of your little attitude over there.
Please tell me.
So Beast Wars was...
I don't kink shame.
Beast Wars was Transformers, like the next generation. So Optimus was in it, but he was his name was Optimus Primal. Anyway, he was a gorilla.
This is a terrible.
He was a gorilla. Stop. He was a gorilla. There was Cheetor. There was Rat Trap. There was Rhinox.
This all sounds like porn.
Oh my god, I love the characters in this. Stop it. It's not a porn. Anyway, they were Transformers, but they were animals that would transform into robots. So it's kind of like the same. Instead of being trucks, they just adapted to the time because they fell back in primitive time. It was such a good series, and I have all 3 seasons on DVD somewhere. Now I gotta find them and watch them all over again. But I remember I was a huge fan of Beast Wars because it was 3D on top of that. 3D like character designs. It was very poor 3D because it was really early on. I'm gonna keep going on about this. I used to work at Circuit City that doesn't exist anymore. So sad. I love Circuit City. Let me tell you a story about Circuit City.
No, please do.
no, but when I worked at Circuit City, I found the first season of Beast Wars. That's not porn. Stop. And then like I found the second season because I was a stalker. Like I would set up the inventory and everything like that on shelves. And then I couldn't for the longest. I couldn't season 3 never came out for some reason, or apparently it did, right? And then one day I was like organizing DVDs, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is season 3 of Beast Wars," and I bought it. It was amazing. That's it.
You done?
I used to like the red shirts at Circuit City, but they had a really bad system.
They have red shirts at Target.
But you get to choose you had to wear a Circuit City red shirt. It was like a polo with a white stripe on it. And Circuit City. My dad, oh my god, my dad at a certain point was still wearing my old Circuit City shirts. He like literally had some of my old clothes was just like in my closet left over there. And he would wear my Circuit City shirt. I'm like, Dad, that place doesn't even exist anymore. You're still wearing it. Well, that's it. That's my Circuit City story.
Okay. Can we cut all that out?
Wait, why did this start? Oh, Transformers.
So no official news on what character she will be playing.
Oh, her.
Isabella Mercer.
Yeah.
But it's speculated that she'll be playing Araña.
Araña.
Oh, wait. She's going to be joining in the Madam Web movie.
Oh, Araña.
Yes.
There's a character named Araña?
Yes.
Okay.
Anya Corazon. She debuted in 2004.
Her name was Araña? I thought they were just calling her Spider-Girl. Oh,
either
okay.
or.
Okay.
Yeah. She debuted in 2004 in Amazing Fantasy #1.
Wow.
New photos of the set of Madam Web show a newspaper article that says Bravest pulls girl from fire, which combined with the early 2000s settings has people thinking that it's going to be Tobey Maguire's universe.
Oh. Bravest?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I found the picture, I zoomed in on it, and it says Bravest. But I think it's in Spider-Man 2 when he gives up his power. Yeah, right?
Sure.
There's one of them where he doesn't have his power and he runs into a burning building to save the little girl.
Yeah.
All right, well, that happened.
Okay. You say so. That was your favorite Spider-Man, so.
Spider-Man 2 was my favorite.
Yeah. Well,
from what I remember.
I was talking about Tobey Maguire.
Oh, I love Tobey Maguire.
I know.
Yeah. It seems likely that Mohamed Diab, he's the executive producer of Moon Knight, might have just confirmed the season 2 of Moon Knight. He tweeted out a TikTok of him and Oscar Isaac in Cairo with the caption, "Since y'all been asking, hashtag Oscar Isaac, hashtag Mohamed Diab, hashtag Moon Knight." Although there still have been no official news, it seems like that was definitely a big hint towards it.
Okay.
Speaking of shows that could be coming, The Punisher. There's a trusted source that says that The Punisher is going to follow the Daredevil steps, and it's going to be an 18-episode series.
Oh wow!
I'm good with that because I feel like they don't put enough. All of these shows are just precursors to the movies.
Okay.
And it feels like they're not doing enough to develop anything.
The ones we have now is what you're saying. Yeah. I agree. And this is where we had like a conversation about that recently too.
I think 10 is perfect.
Yeah.
I think 18 seems a little much.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot, to be honest.
Did you see the new She-Hulk trailer?
Yes.
Where you get a better look at Daredevil's yellow helmet?
Yeah, and also a better look at what's her name?
Titania?
Yeah, Titania. Jamila Jamil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't like that outfit.
It's a little drag queeny. So I can understand, but whatever. I guess we'll see. She looks like she's only going to be in like one episode, by the way, like, and that's it. You know. I did see the Daredevil thing. There's a lot of people saying that what if it's not even Daredevil? What if it's like a different character that only exists? It's like a D-level character, and that's why it was it was funny. That it might not be him, but I'm like that looks like him. That's exactly to him, except
yellow
and yellow and red, as opposed to red or blackish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one is gonna have a TVMA rating.
Cool.
So they don't know if they're gonna actually air it on Disney Plus or Hulu.
18 episodes is a lot.
18 episodes is a lot.
Are they going to be 45 minutes, we said?
I don't know. Fuck, I have no idea. But
I don't
I agree. 18 episodes is a lot.
For a season?
But, I mean, think about it, though. The Flash is 21 episodes per season.
That was a lot.
And it is a lot. Because there's so much, what are they called?
Filler.
Filler, yeah. There's so much filler.
But, see, and that, I don't know if I need filler,
I don't.
Like, I need more. I need more from the series that are coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but I don't need filler. I don't need
exactly.
filler.
If you have a story that's just gonna last that long, cool, let's do it. But don't give me episodes that are like, okay, I could have done without that one. Mm-hmm. That one just dealt with who? I don't even know who that is.
It was like I remember when I was a kid and I was watching Smallville. Like it was like, I want to see Aquaman and Cyborg and some random ass like the Power Twins or whatever they were called and stuff like the Wonder Twins. There you go.
Did you say Wonder Tits?
I said twins, but it might as well like tits. Wonder Tits. I mean, she's a great character. No, but it was cool seeing that. But I think now and you're giving it an R rating already.
TVMA.
Obviously, TVMA. Excuse me. You already know that adults are watching it. Are we going to have that amount of attention span to be able to sit there and watch 18 episodes an hour each? That's a lot.
I thought you were trying to do that. That's like 22 hours, man.
No, I'm just saying that's a that's a long time. And then if you split it up, that's 18 weeks, right? So
it is, but
I feel like I'm going to just
like
fall
I said,
off.
when I used to watch Supernatural was 22,
was it a lot
episodes.
of filler episodes?
Oh yeah,
see,
very much
that's
so.
What it is.
But I guess it also worked in Supernatural because they're always hunting something.
Demons all the time.
It gets boring. When it got to just demons, it got really boring. But in the earlier seasons, it's werewolves, vampires.
Wasn't Buffy the Vampire Slayer like that too? Where she was always hunting something, and then eventually she wasn't hunting vampires anymore. It was like a dummy, like a haunted dummy. Because it's your favorite show.
It jumped a shark.
Exactly. And what if we get that? I hope not.
Yeah, exactly. I've said it. Marvel's been a little disappointing recently.
Yeah.
Well,
and so I sent you a theory of mine that, and this kind of tied back to what you saw when Miss Marvel kind of flipped universes in Miss Marvel, the first episode, right? Mm-hmm. So I saw Inhumans, right? You said Skrulls.
Yeah.
And then, so my theory is okay, what if everything that's been coming out has been so rushed just to kind of just establish them as characters, but more just to be they're going to make those characters Skrulls, Like Miss Marvel, what if she's just a Skrull in the end, Or even Wanda, what if she's a Skrull, just a theory. So
I mean, it's wrong, but
that it could explain why everything is so bad. Like, what if She-Hulk, right? What if She-Hulk, right? Because so the reason that that I told you this kind of triggered in my head was because there's a lot of fourth wall breaking from the characters that have happened,
Which I feel like they should have just left that to Deadpool. Because when you have so many characters doing it, it kind of loses its charm.
Yeah, and so, but that's what I'm saying though. What if the reason that they're doing that is to kind of imply? Because even Sylvie from Loki supposedly did it at a point. I don't remember that.
I don't.
But people pointed it out too that she does it at a certain point. I'm like, oh well, that would be, what if they're Skrulls? Like these important characters, heroes, and then it turns out that they're really bad in the end.
I don't see how that would make sense. Especially because we have Miss Marvel kind of
as a series.
Yeah, well, Miss Marvel growing, and we watch her grow from. I mean, granted, it's from one episode to the next, but there's just never any hints as to she might not be really
something else.
Yeah,
something different.
So
never know.
I mean, we'll get there. I hope they don't do that because none of the hints. It feels like a twist without for the sake of a twist, and I hope they don't do that.
But then, wouldn't it be like if they did it that way though? Wouldn't it be it wouldn't be as maybe as impactful Like if they showed you that there was clues that, or there were they showed you real clues that there were possibly Skrulls in these series, that they are Skrulls, right? Let's say Miss Marvel as an example, right? If they straight up told you with hints, right, that there's a possibility that she's a Skrull, right? Would it have the same impact later on when, let's say, she's part of a team and she ends up betraying the team as a Skrull type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
it wouldn't be as much of a
trying to say.
betrayal.
Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say, but if that's what they're doing, this is more effective than Miss Marvel's stretching powers.
That don't exist in this, by the way, kind of don't exist. Anyway, I guess we'll see someday.
Yeah. I mean,
we're going to look back at this and be like, Jaime was right. I know.
We'll see. Marvel has revealed their D23 Expo plans. So on September 9th from 2 to 2:30, it's Marvel Draw Live, where John Brian Crosby, he's the director of the themed entertainment, will give everyone a step-by-step tutorial on how to draw some of Marvel's most iconic characters.
Oh, cool. Adolfo does something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, he goes on his Instagram live, and he does some of his art.
You want to plug
live. That? It's at Mr. Adolfo. The Art of Mr. Adolfo. There you go. Art of Mr. Adolfo. Did I? I think you're making this up. No, you told me I made you an Instagram. That doesn't sound like me at all. Are you thinking about the other one, bitch? Fuck you. What is it? It's at Art of Mr. Adolfo.
Art _ of _ Mr. Adolfo.
That.
All right. Write that down, people.
We'll tag it on. It gets tagged on our Instagram anyways. So if you want to catch it on there, it'll be on there. It does get tagged. Shut up.
Well, September 10th at 10 a.m., there's going to be the big Hall D23 presentation.
Cool.
Filmmakers, celebrity talent, and surprise guests from Marvel Studios will be joining Lucasfilm and others on stage to showcase theatrical and Disney Plus titles. It's also going to go behind the scenes of a lot of anticipated films, specials, and series with attendees seeing exclusive footage. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Also, they're going to be celebrating 60 years of The Amazing Spider-Man from 2 to 3. And signings with Marvel Editor-in-Chief FB Cebulski.
Yeah.
FB Cebulski.
Cool.
And Nick Lowe.
Very cool.
And Jaime.
Hi.
You have Pokemon news, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, not only Pokemon news.
You have news, right?
I have some news, yes.
All right, give it to me, baby.
So there's some Dead by Daylight news, finally. And we kind of talked about this, that it was speculated that it was going to be a thing because...
are they all Skrulls?
Yes, they are. No, Behavior... there was like a teaser for Project W, but now we've gotten some real a trailer for Project W, which does stand for Albert Wesker. Project W. So they're teaming up with Resident Evil again and releasing Chapter 25, and it's going to include a new killer and 2 new survivors. Albert Wesker being the killer, right? He's also known as the mastermind in Dead by Daylight. He's going to be known as the mastermind. The new survivors are going to be Ada Wong, and Rebecca Chambers.
Okay.
Do you know them very well?
Yes.
Cool. So they're both being added. They're also going to be reworking the RPD map. So the Raccoon City Police Department map. It's huge, dude. It's like a giant map. And so in Dead by Daylight,
it's going to be like the whole map.
Whole map. Well, it's already the whole map. Like
Jesus Christ.
So the way it exists, it's like it's RPD, like from the East Wing to the West Wing. Like I probably just did that in the wrong direction, but still, it's huge and it's really tough on killers. I feel like because killers like need to travel and move around and find people, and it's really difficult. But they say they're going to be splitting it up kind of into different parts. There's not a lot of details to it, but one of them might be like the street side, so we might even get like a separate map or a separate adaptation of the map. So one is going to be inside the police station, maybe one outside the police station.
That would be very interesting because I'm imagining it being like Resident Evil 2 with Mr. X chasing you, or Nemesis for that matter.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that. What?
I've seen videos of that.
I have because I know I do play it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but I've seen videos of where he's chasing. I have really seen videos of it. But yeah, so it would kind of look similar because Nemesis is already in the game, so it already looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Even that Resident Evil movie that we saw, that was the best part of that recent Resident Evil that came out. Welcome to Raccoon City. You forgot about that movie.
Jesus Christ! I really was Nemesis in there.
No, he was not. That wasn't the point. The point was that RPD was designed very well and very much like Dead by Daylight and the video game.
Yeah,
that's what.
I don't remember any of that.
You don't remember RPD?
No, I remember them kind of in the mansion for a little bit.
Were they in the mansion at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were towards the end. That's right. But so Leon in the beginning is in the main RPD building, and then that's when all the zombies show up, and he's like listening to music.
Yeah.
I can't believe you forgot about. Well, I mean, it's okay that you forgot about that. But we got some there's some leaks about Wesker. They say basically.
Do we know how he got his sunglasses?
No, we don't learn about that, sadly. But it's showing. So there's a few things that it talks about about Wesker is that he's going to be able to spread the Ouroboros, yes, virus. So I heard it slows people down, or the survivors. But he also can catch the survivors once they're infected. So he can throw them on his shoulders, right, or be able to hook them a lot easier. He carries them and he's able to. Yes. But he's able to vault windows faster and pallets instead of destroying them. He's able to vault them. So
okay.
Most of the killers have to break a pallet.
Yeah.
There's some that can jump over them, which is like the Legion is one of them. It's just a quick character, but looks like he's going to be super fast on top of that. In regards to Ada Wong, there's some perks that she's going to come with, and it looks like it's going to heal a percentage of her health state, basically up to 35%. I think it was, is one of them. She's going to be able to hide her scratch marks towards the end of the game. So if she's the last survivor, the killer won't be able to track her even if she's running.
Okay.
So when you're running, you make scratch marks that only the killers can see. And then lastly, it looks like she can also use the generators to reveal the location of the killer. So it's like she plants something into it, and if a killer enters a certain radius of the generator, like the survivors can see where they're at by like an aura type of thing.
Okay.
Rebecca Chambers, she's going to be using tokens to increase skill check progression. When she heals, she helps improve another survivor's speed at doing various different things. And then when close to a hooked survivor, sounded weird, she can pause the struggle progression. So basically, it means that they won't die as fast as they were dying while on the hook. So really cool. I'm excited about Albert Wesker, especially because I like playing killer a lot lately. So I guess I'll see what he's like. We did get some Pokemon news as well.
All right.
We got a new trailer featuring a bunch of different things, and I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, obviously.
Really?
I have a segment about Pokemon.
You look like the guy that we have at the end of the show that gives us news on the Pokemon.
I've heard that a lot. Yeah. Professor Jaime, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I got it.
That has a dick.
I heard he can be a dick sometimes. Yeah. So there's a new trailer. There's some cool things. All right. There's three different stories you have to complete to be able to complete the entire game.
Okay.
So it's not just like you beat the gyms and the elite, but there's other things like other tasks and missions that you have to do. Side quests. Side quests, but more of like a specific story, like in regards to a specific story. So it's like a bigger story. 3 different branches that I guess come together in the end, something like that, because it's an open world game. Okay. The legendaries Koraidon and Miraidon will be your Pokemon rides. So they kind of transform depending on like if you need to fly, you need to travel across water, travel across land in general. It looks like they're given to you right at the beginning, and they adapt to different conditions. The new gimmick is my concern. So, which is terrestrializing. So
I think that's a sex move.
So basically, I don't know. I think you take crystals or something like that, and you throw them at your Pokemon.
That's no longer a sex move.
And I mean, depends on who you are, right? Apparently, thanks to Megan's story today. But basically, you take those crystals, you throw them at Pokemon, and the Pokemon transform into like a crystal version of themselves. Some of them
So
change.
they're methed out?
Not on drugs, but crystallized. Like their bodies
Okay.
get crystallized. What this does is it could change their types. I'm sure that they're gonna there's gonna be special Pokemon that can evolve in that way, type of thing. I'm not for that part. Like I don't like the idea of transforming Pokemon. Like it showed an Eevee, right? Eevee already has like 8 different evolutions, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 different evolutions.
That's what I got.
And now the Eevee can change its type, and I'm just like, I don't like it. There's some new Pokemon though, which is always cool to see. 2 new ones that we saw, and one regional variant. So these are it for you, Jose.
Ooh.
This is Paldean Wooper, which is this guy
That's what I got.
here. He's gonna be the poison fish Pokemon. He's gonna be poison and ground, which has nothing to do with fish.
Not at all.
Titan, which is this cool looking ice creature. Its typing is ice. I wish it was dragon type too, but it's not. And this is actually pretty cute. I'd like it. It's Fido.
That's Princess Leia in dog form.
It's Fido. We might post these online somewhere later on.
Maybe. We'll see.
We might forget. Fido, it's a fairy type Pokemon, of course, my favorite type.
I heard.
But it's a dog, and his name is Fido because it's made out of dough, and it's a dog. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It's so cute. I have to say it's really cute, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the game. I just want Pokemon. But that's it. That's all the Pokemon news and the Dead by Daylight news I have so far. Oh, wait. Pikmin is also getting sunflowers this month, so that's been fun.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome for that Pikmin story. That's it, Jose.
For all our Pikmin fans.
Oh, me.
How did you feel about the first 10 minutes of the Sandman?
It was I forgot we were gonna talk about Sandman.
I thought you might. That's why I blindsided you.
Yeah, you really did. I thought we were gonna talk about Prey right now.
I know.
The first 10 minutes of Sandman. I can't even honestly say it was 10 minutes, to be honest. I don't know. I saw the intro where they were talking, and then they showed a guy, which I guess is Sandman.
Morpheus.
And then they say his name was Morpheus?
Yes.
Or did we learn that later? Okay, anyway. And that's kind of where I dropped off. I was gonna watch it, but I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Based on what I saw, I'm not sure if I'm going to. But tell me more about it, Jose.
Well, it's actually getting really good reviews.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoyed the first episode.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to watch more, but I knew that I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I had other stuff to do.
Yeah. Like
And-
what?
Like watch Prey.
Oh,
Or
okay.
work on
When did you
this
see this, Thursday?
on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it came out on Friday.
Yeah.
So I watched it on Friday. I really enjoyed it. It looks like it really is following the book closely.
Okay.
There's changes here and there, of course, you know, in adaptations. The main character, Morpheus, he looks more like an anime character than anything else.
Uh-huh.
He also looks it's weird because in certain scenes, he looks like Ezra Miller.
Okay.
And in other scenes, he looks like Andrew Garfield, which look nothing alike.
Wow, yeah.
But it's just like, where'd that happen?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this. The first episode was a lot like the first chapter in the book, where he is just a prisoner the whole time.
Okay.
And they have this character who I wondered how they were gonna do it.
Yeah.
And we don't get that good a look at him, but he's a serial killer.
Oh.
They you always see him with sunglasses because
Oh.
his eyes are mouth.
Oh. I've never heard of this.
And it looks weird.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it.
Didn't a drag queen do that? Me on first. Where she had one of her outfits, she had like mouths for her eyes, like around her eyes. It was an alien thing, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward. We didn't even get to see Jenna Coleman in this yet. And I love Jenna Coleman.
Death?
No, I don't think she plays Death.
Oh.
I'm not sure though.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Because in the previews, from what I could tell, it looks like it's a different woman playing Death. But I really like the Death character in the book.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how they play Death on this.
Cool. So I think part of the reason why I also didn't want to watch it was because there were like 8 episodes already of it.
Well, yeah, like Netflix just drops a full
Yeah.
season. It's not like there's gonna be 8 episodes and then they're gonna drop another 2 later.
Yeah, I know. It just makes it kind of overwhelming to me when you see that amount of like that. Like when we,
You know, you can watch them in parts. Right?
I know you can.
You don't have to sit through
I
all
know
8
you
of them in
can.
one.
I know you can, right? But then, like, I don't know. It's a mental thing, I guess.
Wow.
Let me be the way I am, Jose. Damn it.
Well, stop doing it wrong.
Jerk. So you enjoyed it, though.
I really did,
Okay.
and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Cool.
I really am. I want to see how they adapt, especially different. Because in the book, the book feels like an anthology kind of, where it's a different story, but it's all like one complete story.
Yeah.
Type.
Jenna Coleman, Clara.
Yes.
Clara. Yes.
Yes. She is in this.
Yeah. No, I know. I looked her up. I actually saw her in a trailer, and I was like, "Is that Clara?" Like, I actually thought to myself, "Clara," and then I didn't keep watching.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, but I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely gonna watch more.
Yeah.
If I don't work today, I might go home and just finish it all.
Wow.
I'm not going to.
So do we want to
State of Decay?
do we want to talk about it though? Like on a week to week? What do you think?
I don't know. We can figure this out later.
Okay.
I mean, it's no Halo, but
wait, what? Halo was terrible.
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're adorable. Fuck you, puppy of a man.
Stop! Don't say that. I don't like it.
Well, we could jump right into Prey.
Yes, let's talk about Prey.
So how did you like the first 10 minutes of this movie?
I saw the whole movie actually.
Wow.
No, you know what? Again, part of the reason why I don't like watching movies at home is because
You're on your phone?
I'm on my phone or my attention just can be everywhere,
Well,
right?
stop.
It's easier said than done, okay? Right? And I think that you have to really capture me for me to be able to sit through something and want to sit through something, right? Like we talked about Triple R or RRR that we saw recently.
Mm-hmm.
And that one really, even though I had to split it up into parts across the day, I still wanted to keep going back and watch it. And I feel like this movie did that for me. Like I was surprised at how much attention I was able to pay to this. How much? What am I trying to say? How focused I was on this movie. I like the characters. This is not meant to sound racist, but I like that it was in English, just because reading is not. We talked about this earlier, right? I don't like reading.
See, right? I had a bit of a problem with that.
Why?
Not because it was in English. I wouldn't have minded if it was all in English. If they didn't sprinkle in Comanche here and there. Well, or they had French people in it later.
Speaking French.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, why does that language get wiped from the movie?
Well, and I thought that it was still pretty clever, right? Well, I didn't see it as wiped from. Wait. Yeah, I didn't see it as wiped. I saw the intention, and to me personally, like there was a bigger focus around that tribe, right? Mm-hmm. The Comanche tribe, right?
Yeah.
So yes, like it would probably have, like if it had more, or if it was all in the language, right? Then it would still, I feel like, be valid, right? But also the attention for me personally, like, was where I wanted to focus on it. I wanted to be able to and I got why they did it, right? Like there was a difference between the French and the Comanche, and there was the focus was the Comanche, and I liked it. I like the sprinkle of like the language because it does kind of tie you back to the culture and stuff like that.
But for me, it's either do it all or don't do it at all.
Yeah,
because now you're just throwing in like little bits and pieces of it, and it's like, well, now it doesn't make sense why they're speaking English the rest of the time
when they speak another language. I get what you're saying. I don't think it was overdone though, which is good. But overall, I just from the beginning, I really enjoyed the movie. I really liked it. Really liked it. I'm happy. The only drawback was that I didn't get to see it in a movie theater. For me, at least. But other than that, it was a great movie.
Yeah, I highly enjoyed it. I liked. Okay, I was gonna say I liked the Predator series, but no. I like the first Predator movie.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just hasn't been good.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed this.
Right.
I liked Naru. She was a good character to follow.
She was.
I like Tabe. Tabe was a badass.
Tabu was her brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he was a badass.
Yes, he was.
I like the fact that this movie wasn't wasn't marketed as this woman warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
Okay.
Because it to me, when movies do that, it takes the focus away from the character to me.
Okay.
You know, like this movie, the plot reads: a skilled Comanche warrior protects her tribe from a highly evolved alien predator that hunts humans for sport, fighting against wilderness, dangerous colonizers, and this mysterious creature to keep her people safe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I feel like other movies would have been like, this woman warrior.
Yeah.
And like, I don't like when they do that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, focus on the fact that it's a person.
Yeah.
And
the tribe and everything.
and
like
the
that.
tribe
Yeah.
and everything. And it was such a good movie.
It was.
It
really
was. I would have liked to have seen more of it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the end? The drawings at the end? Like above over the credits?
No, I mean I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't keep up with it. No.
The drawings take you through the whole movie.
Okay.
Like little by little, like they take you through the whole movie.
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, after she throws a predator head at the feet of the
chief?
yeah.
They
turn around and they look up and you see a ship coming down.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah.
So and I was looking for after credits, but we didn't. So Hulu also decided to just kind of start advertising other stuff in that process. So I kind of like skipped forward to see if there was anything else like end credit type of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
no, there wasn't.
But that's crazy. That's pretty interesting to see that. And I like those references that they made too, right? Like when she initially saw that ship, right, in the sky, it was so like creepy, daunting, right? Like, and the way it was gliding, it looked like almost like it was falling in a sense, like fire, right? And she saw it as a thunderbird, like relating it to like a sign of her time to become a warrior, I guess, right? A hunter.
Yeah.
And it was crazy the association that she had with it compared to what it really was, right? Which ends up being the predator. It was good.
I really like the design of the predator.
Yes,
it looks super cool because it looked primal, like
exactly
more primitive.
The words. Exactly,
it looked more primitive while still being technologically advanced.
Yes, exactly.
It looked really cool. I really liked it.
Like it was clear that it was a past version of the Predator.
Yeah, I mean,
compared to what we got
200 almost 300 years in the past.
Yeah,
it was really cool. What didn't make sense was the lion.
The mountain lion?
Yeah. Was it a mountain lion?
Yeah.
Because I just remember them saying lion.
They kept calling it lion.
I was just like, oh, that looks like a
lion. Because the way it climbed trees.
And I was just like,
yeah.
There are no lions in North America.
So it was because they were calling it a lion.
Yeah.
I expected same thing, either like the male lion with the mane and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But then when I saw it, I thought for a second, oh, there's a female lion. But I was like, wait, no, that's a mountain lion. They're just calling it a lion, you know? But it was a mountain lion. The design was supposed to be. Yeah, it was meant to be that. Dude, everything that they kind of showed, right? Like all the little predatory things that were happening along the way too, they were a little on the nose. Like a lot on the nose, like there was like a spider that got eaten by like some type of rodent. The rodent got eaten by a snake.
Yeah.
And then the snake was taken out by the predator. It escalated really fast, there was a lot of that, but it was cool. It was cool to see kind of those things because it kind of got you thinking about that whole predator and prey theme of the movie. Although it was done like 3 or 4 times in the movie,
Yeah.
Like with the wolf and the rabbit type of thing.
I do feel the predator makes so much noise. Like, how the hell does it sneak up on anything?
Yeah, all that clicking noise it makes. And I was wondering to myself, I'm like, can they really hear this, or is it just like
for the audience?
It's just for the audience, because it's like all that clicking you're making, bro. Like it's crazy.
I wrote here. She is a terrible hunter, but then she got good via montage.
She got good what?
She got good via montage.
Oh, because she learned with her axe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When she got her scorpion axe.
Yeah. Well, see, and I think that was also another thing about this character, right? Is that there's going to be the topic. There's a little bit of the underlying, like she's a woman, right? So she can't do the same things that hunters are supposed to be doing, right? The men.
Yeah.
It's not so in your face about it, right? Mm-hmm. She is being told even by her mother, I believe, that hey, you should go gather stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I looked it up, and the Comanche women are very very much gatherers. They're not the hunters of the tribe.
Yeah, so
They're homemakers.
so she wants to be a hunter,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there's clearly a sign that she's different than most of the women in the tribe, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was cool. I thought that it was also like a sense of her intelligence, right? Like showed her evolving from just what she's expected to be of a gatherer, right? And her way of adapting to being a hunter was kind of creating the weapon in that manner, right? Using the axe, but also making it a scorpion axe, like you said. You know, like, well, she got herself
over
out
here.
Yeah, there was a big old mud pit that she was like about to drown into. That was a really like intense scene. We were like, oh my god. Well, obviously she's not just gonna die right there, right? Like
That would have been
the end.
Yeah.
You know, and it turns out the whole movie's about homie. You know, no, but I felt like it was appropriate. Like I thought the tension was appropriate. I liked the scene where they ran across the bear, and she again had to kind of adapt to to how to the bear, right?
Yeah.
Like to how the bear's hunting her and things like that. And she swam and hid in these giant branches in the water and stuff like that. Was the dog CG?
I think certain scenes
He was, and then certain scenes it wasn't, right? I couldn't figure out exactly when, because he looked a little too CG to me at times, but then I'm like, then he looks like a real dog at the same time. I was really confused by the dog, but I love the dog too. It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, I really enjoyed the movie. Like I've said, they had some really cool scenes. That scene with her in the mud, I thought it was gonna be a little more. I thought that's when she was gonna notice that the predator couldn't see her and kind of call back to Predator when Schwarzenegger is covered in mud. And they did it, and I was just like, well, that was a waste of a scene, but it wasn't.
Was it?
Because it comes back around later.
Yeah.
And she figured out that because the medicine lowers your temperature.
Yes.
And we find this out when one of the warriors is injured. Well, we find out that the medicine lowers your temperature.
Yes, we did. Oh, early on in the movie.
Yeah, because she asked, like, do you want him to be cold or do you want him to be comfortable or do you want him to be alive?
Yeah,
you know, because being cold slows the blood flow.
Yeah, so he was attacked by the lion, which is why the lion came into play, and then and he was dying, and so in order to keep him alive, they gave him like these special herbs. There's kind of like an orangey flower.
Yeah.
That I guess, like you said, lowers the temperature of the body, and he was saying he was cold the whole time.
And I also like the fact that even the jerk Native American warriors were good at their job.
Yes, right.
Because the part where they're fighting off the predator, it's such a cool scene.
They're doing their best,
and they're doing a good job. Like they're hurting it. It's not like the predator just comes in and takes everybody out.
Yeah,
and only this one girl can do it.
Yeah.
But they all stood their ground. They all put in a fight. They hurt them.
Yeah,
it was a cool scene to watch.
Yeah,
and like they get bested, but they still put up a fight.
It was so brutal.
Yeah,
it was so
really
brutal.
was.
Like the way he just eventually takes them all out. At least the man of the group, and then she's a little bit torn up because it's like, why isn't he just killing me? And it's because. Well, the predator doesn't see her as a threat, see her as a threat. So, I like the drive of the movie. I like her drive, to want to prove, number one, to her people and then to the predator at that point that she can actually take it out, It was really intense. I like the herb thing too. Again, it related back to what she had already learned in her tribe, because they showed obviously her and her grandma talking or her mom talking in the beginning. And then they brought it back, right? Like you said, it was there for a reason. Which in the beginning I was like, what's the point? Like why are they showing this specifically? They were really focused, and then they named it by name and everything like that. And it was just cool to see the callback later on. There was a guy who was a translator, right?
Between the French and the
and he was
and the Comanche.
He was supposed to be like a native as well, right? He was a native, and he just
was that. I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
I didn't get that.
And then he was just
because I remember him saying, "I speak many languages."
He did say that. Yeah,
and that was all like I was like, okay, well, they just yada it, but I'll take it.
Babblefish. No, yeah. So the way that she realized that the herb helped, kind of her hide, right? was also pretty crazy. So he showed up. That guy, the translator guy, at a point shows up with his leg chopped off.
Yeah.
And he's dying, and he's like, "Hey, help me! I know you have herbs." To her, right? And then she helps him. She gives him an herb. She heals his legs, and then he starts going through the temperature change too. And the predator doesn't see him when the predator shows up. She wouldn't go hide. And it was almost everything was going fine. The guy didn't get spotted. He was pretending to be dead. And then that's when the predator goes to he just steps on him, and he screams and instantly gets taken out by the predator. And that's when she kind of realized, oh shoot, the herb helps him the predator not see them, right? Like if she takes it too. So I thought that was a pretty cool scene, really intense scene too. And I was like, I hope the guy doesn't die, but then he died, of course.
Yeah. I like the scene where, so the French are using them as bait, right? Using Tabe and Naru as bait.
Yes.
And she tells of a story of a beaver that ends up gnawing through his own leg so he could escape.
Right.
And then she says the line, "I'm smarter than a beaver."
Yeah.
Which I thought was really clever because he's playing off of Tabe, who's his real name is Dakota Beaver.
Oh,
I just
really?
thought that was funny. Whereas they're saying, I'm smarter than a beaver.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the predator doesn't take down Prey, which is why he doesn't kill her when she gets trapped.
Yeah.
In the bear trap. In the bear trap.
Yeah. It was when we initially saw like things being skinned. There was something. Buffalo. There was a buffalo scene, but then there was something before that they showed, and I was like, well, they showed traps, right? And instantly I was like, oh, there's gonna be something more than, it's not the predator. It's not only the predator.
Yeah.
There's
the
something else. The white people. Yeah. I wrote that down, and I was trying to remember why I said it specifically. But then even like down to the cigars. Like at first I was like, wait, why didn't he take the head? Because like at a certain point the predator's taking the heads of creatures that he's hunting, right? Like he took the wolf head, at least is what we saw. And then there was a bunch of buffalo, and they were all skinned, right? And I'm like, why didn't he take the heads of those things? So I thought it was a predator at first, but I'm like, wait, there's a cigar, there's bear traps. This is gonna have to do with the white people. Yeah, it was. I just liked that there was more to it than just the predator at a certain point. There was kind of like another surprise that you had to look out for in a sense too. It was really, really intense.
Yeah, and the alien's helmet has auto aim.
I was gonna ask. I didn't understand its helmet. Like, I know that. Okay, so I know that like once the predator shot, it also shot. Right, like the helmet shot, right?
The helmet wasn't shooting. The helmet is like the aim.
Really?
The aim, yeah.
I thought it was like a separate shot.
No, so that's where it's aiming. So where that helmet, where that light is hitting, that's where it's aiming. That's why when it hits the warrior, like the 3 dots split. And like he gets hit with 3 different arrows.
Oh yeah.
And that's the same way with how she takes him out. She sets up that helmet.
Yeah.
So when he shoots, the shot is diverted from her, and it goes to where the helmet is aiming.
But that said, then wouldn't the predator have known that if it's shooting, it's not going to be shooting in the direction because it doesn't have its helmet?
I imagine that. Maybe if the helmet is not around, it's more of like a manual aim thing. Like, at least that's what I think. Like if the helmet isn't around, he's just on manual mode. So he wasn't aware that the helmet was elsewhere. Because we see it when again with the Frenchman, where he tries to shoot somebody, and Tabe hits him in the head, and he looks away, and then the arrow goes, instead of going where he's aiming, goes to where he looked. And that's when Naru notices. But we have that cool scene with Tabe on the horse.
Yeah.
Just badass. Dodging the arrows.
It was really good.
It was such a cool scene.
Yeah.
Like Tabe is a fucking beast.
Yeah. So I do like, I thought it was a secondary shot. Like you get one because they do in the predator shot, like when they show the predator, you see like almost like an anti-gravity thing that's holding one of the arrows, and he's pointing it at her. I think it was. And he's about to shoot her, I don't remember exactly what happened after that. And then a separate shot happens at us. So I thought it was 2 different shots.
No, so he shoots her, and you see the arrow divert.
Oh.
So it hits off to the side, and you see like the side, like off on the side. You see it, you kind of explode where the arrow is going.
Now.
You should. It's a good movie.
Right now. Yeah. No, but I mean, there's just so much more to this movie than what I expected, you know, and it was like closer to the end, like one of the final scenes, and it was where they showed the mom at the end, and you know, obviously she was receiving the staff.
Oh,
not the mom. Sorry. What was her name? Naru was receiving. Yeah, Naru was receiving the staff, which I'm not sure what that made her. Does that just make her a warrior, or what did it make her? Okay,
or a hunter.
Okay, a hunter. And then they did like they kind of looked at a little girl, like they panned the camera to a little girl. I half expected her to say like, are you you know, Comanche superhero? I expected that a little bit, you know, like because it was very reminiscent of like that scene in Moon Knight. It's a little, you know, on the nose. We get it. We got it. I don't know if they needed to do that for us to understand.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know, it was, but just in general, man, this is a great movie. I'm really happy I got to see it. I would have loved to have seen it in theater, but it's cool. It was a great movie.
I highly enjoyed it.
Yes.
I would totally watch it again. Actually.
Yeah. I like the idea of the different time period of the Predator.
Yeah, very much.
By the way, they suck. Because they keep losing to humans, just FYI.
Well, I mean, come on. One of them was Schwarzenegger, though.
And she was a Comanche warrior woman. Yeah.
Why can't she just be a Comanche warrior?
I was pointing that out because it felt like something you would do. So.
Even though I just talked about how it was better for them to refer to her as a Comanche warrior.
But we both know you. So no, but I just wonder how many times like it's like they drop. It's almost like
apparently he lost to Danny Glover as well in Predator 2.
I don't remember Predator 2.
Nobody remembers Predator 2.
Yeah. Wasn't there like an Alien versus Predator 2?
There was also Alien versus Predator.
I haven't seen that either.
And then you think the Predator 1, and then the Chest Buster comes out.
Oh, spoilers! The fuck. I like the idea, and wasn't there? What was the name of that species in Doctor Who that had the teeth in their face?
The Stenza?
The Stenza warriors.
Tim Shaw?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you remember that?
Because I feel like the story is like stolen from Predator, to be honest.
It would have been better if it had.
Yeah. They keep losing. I like the idea. I really like the different type of Predator. I don't know how many times you can do that. Mm-hmm. You know, where it's like they're always gonna lose in the movie. You know. But I like the timeline. I like the time it took place in. I like the characters. It was a great movie. Yeah.
The scene where she first runs away from the warriors whom are getting decimated by this thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, so she hides in the field, right? I thought that was Tabe, her brother.
Oh yeah, okay, you're racist.
I thought. I thought it was Tabe.
I realized instantly it was. Wait, when did you stop realizing it wasn't him?
When he showed up later in the movie.
Oh, you're racist. Yeah, so that was a you racist thing. I knew it was the other kid that was using the restroom. I knew it was him.
I completely forgot about that kid.
He had a special mat, like
the war paint.
The war paint, yeah. He had like a
completely forgot about him.
Racist. Anyway,
yeah. So the scene, like they're running away, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the Predator, like, it catches up to the kid and just tears them. I'm like, man, she didn't even slow down.
It wasn't her brother.
She didn't care at all.
You're racist. And by the way, that would have been a very brutal. That is something I could really appreciate about the Predator too. By the way, that he didn't completely like slice apart. What's his name? Tabe. He didn't completely slice him apart. I half expected to see him get shredded into pieces, and I was like, okay, that's the right way of him going. He was such a good character, like you said, that if they had sliced him up, I feel like it would have been like, nah, that sucks, you know? But everybody else, he didn't give a fuck. He was just cutting people in pieces. The Predator's weapons, crazy, right? Like he had that crazy shield that he used as like a slicer, a pizza slicer. The arrow things that he was shooting.
Have you seen the Superpower Beatdown YouTube video, Wolverine versus the Predator?
I might have, yes.
It's really cool, really well done
I
too.
think I have seen it.
And again, like the way they do those costumes is freaking
high
amazing.
production value.
Yeah,
That's funny. Yeah, the weapons just were wild. He and then it had different. It had like a magnetic pull to it or a stop to it, right? Because at one point she was gonna stab it with its own staff, and she couldn't.
Yeah,
it was like it just stopped her.
I was confused about that because I was like, because she stopped, but then she stabs him later with it. But and I was like, did he stop it or did he make it retract?
I was a little confused too because that's what I said. I'm like, wait, did it break or did he break it or?
Yeah,
but I think it just stopped it from attacking her.
Yeah, because I know but then she used it on him later or like in that same fight, just a little bit after that.
Maybe he has to control it in a certain. I mean, we're just trying to speculate at this point because we don't know the details of how all the weapons work.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah,
like I'm good that
it's different technology that we don't know anything about.
And I'm good with them not having stopped the fight for them to explain like they do in anime.
A fucking flashback, a whole 30 minutes just to like how the weapon works.
You see, when I was 4 years old, my grandfather taught me
magnets. Magnets.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. I like the neon green blood that the thing sprayed everywhere. She showed up at the end just in her own
with
blood.
the war paint.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was really cool. I highly enjoyed this.
I
really did.
I told my friends about it already too.
You've rewatched terrible movies, so this is a great time
for you.
No, nobody asked you to
explain containers. Stupid fucking movie.
Have you seen Army of Thieves?
No.
Are you gonna?
I started it. I saw like 10 minutes of it. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Wow.
Let's get more of Predator.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I do wonder what the sequel would be. Because they haven't had returning characters. Yeah. And I would have liked... I remember when they were talking about making a new Predator, I wanted them to bring Schwarzenegger back, and they just never did. Mm. But did you watch the movie Predator?
What?
The movie Predator.
The first one?
No. Oh, The Predator. Sorry.
No.
It's a new one with the guy from Narcos. It was not good. It was terrible.
It was like a revamp of the story.
Yeah, it wasn't a reboot exactly. Uh-huh. It was just a different story.
Oh, okay.
But it was not good. And then they end up taking the autistic kid because the autistic kid is whom they're like, oh, he's smart, so we're gonna take him or something like that.
Oh, it became like a whole different thing where now they're abducting people.
Yeah, it was, and then like one like they have predator dogs. And one of the predator dogs gets shot in the head, and like he ends up being friendly somehow. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but it was terrible.
I started getting a little confused with this and Aliens. I'm like, wait, why isn't like what if they touch the blood? What if they touch the blood? Huh?
The acid?
Yeah, like what if they just start melting? I'm like, oh wait, no, that's
aliens. That's a different species.
Yeah, yeah. Is it racism though? Isn't it like speciesism?
It's a different alien race, so yeah, it's racist.
Speciest?
No, they're alien races.
Can you be racist against dolphins?
Yes.
They're not a race.
You don't know that.
Are they a race?
I don't fucking know.
I don't think...
We have walking sharks now, okay?
Oh, shit. Dolphins are smart. Crows are smart.
Crows are smart.
I've been wanting to give crows food so that I can...
So they can bring you money?
They can be my pets.
But like then they'll be all hanging out all the time. I know.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
You be like the pigeon lady from
I'm weird.
Home Alone.
I'm weird. I want them to just hang out. I actually consider getting like crows tattoos. But like this specific scene in my head, I know, blah, blah, blah. We're going on about not Prey.
No. I'm
Prey was great. We got to remember that it's called Prey too, because we keep talking about the Predator, but it was really called Prey.
Do you want to talk about Prey?
What?
Do you want to talk about The Prey?
What was called Prey, the movie?
Yeah, but we just referred to the Prey as Naru. We gave her a name, Jaime.
Yeah. I don't get it. I do not know what you're talking about anymore.
I don't know, man. It just seemed right. No, yeah, I would watch this movie again.
Yay.
Naru was great. Tabe was fucking
You love that guy.
That dude was great.
We get it. You're
that
gay.
dude was cool.
We get it.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah.
did you see the way he fought, like, one-on-one against the Predator?
Yeah. But so did she. But yeah, okay.
No.
She just
She
did
didn't
it
fight
different.
him.
Okay. She
trapped him and
she killed him.
made him shoot himself.
She used different abilities. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't go, like, one-on-one. Let's duke it out.
But did she win, though?
Oh, yeah, she won.
Okay, then. So
She's still a badass.
She killed him.
Amber Midthunder. She that's the name of Naru.
Okay.
She said that she auditioned for this in both English and Comanche
Wow.
because they were considering doing the whole movie in Comanche.
Wow.
I don't know why they didn't.
I can appreciate both. Honestly, I could have appreciated both. It would have been more. It would have been more difficult for me, and probably because it came out on Hulu is why they did it that way. Again, my attention span wouldn't have worked.
I find it easier because if I have to look at the subtitles, I'm not on my phone.
I understand that, but if I have to look at the subtitles, I'm gonna look at my phone.
Like, did you watch that movie? It won all sorts of awards. Parasite.
No, I did not.
Great movie.
Is it?
It's a great movie.
You know why I didn't watch it? Is
Because of subtitles.
Oh wow. No, but that's a good point. Now I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
It's a great movie.
Well, okay, so there was an anime called Parasite that I was watching around the time that came out. So in my head, it was conflicting, like in the sense of like,
wow.
In the sense of like,
You're pretty.
Shut the fuck up. In the sense of what I mean, but it was conflicting in my head is like, I'm gonna expect the anime to get adapted into like a live action movie, and it's not gonna be that. Is what I'm saying, Jose. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
You're adorable.
It's two parasites in my head. I can't control. Fuck you.
You're adorable.
Anyway, and now I might watch it now.
It's a really good movie.
I'm gonna have to read though.
I remember.
Maybe I can use Word document to read it out loud to me.
I remember Donald Trump had tweeted.
Why?
I remember Donald Trump had tweeted that he was so upset that this movie had won so many awards, and he was just
Parasite.
like, yeah, and he was just like, why did they have to give it to a foreign movie? Why couldn't it be one of these great American movies? And the director of the movie clapped back, and he was just like, Donald Trump didn't like our movie because he can't read.
Oh.
And I just thought that was a great answer.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really recommend it. Check it out.
Yes, if you watched it, let us know what you think.
Yes, please do, because we think it's great. Hopefully you think it's great.
And if you don't, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Definitely wrong. We've never been this much in agreement about something.
Yeah, that's true. So, Professor Jaime.
Hi.
Why are you gay?
No?
No.
Who's that Pokemon?
All right. I'm holding my trusty Ultra Ball right now. Just
Same.
I was a little inspired by Prey, by the movie Prey, right? So I chose a Pokemon very reminiscent of the Predator. I feel like it just looks very similar to it. Well, maybe kind of. I don't know. It's gonna be Poniard.
That looks nothing like the Predator.
Shut up. It looks like a Predator. Hold on. There's also
It's Pikachu! Pikachu!
There's also Bisharp, which is its evolution. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly like the Predator,
Or
but
at
I mean,
all.
or at all, because it's a Pokemon, okay? But you know, it actually, I was surprised at how, like, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
All right, so Poniard is national. We don't do this with Pokemon, okay? Like, tell Megan not to send us stuff like that anymore. It's weird. But Poniard is National Pokedex number 624. It is called the Sharp Blade Pokemon. And based on what you're seeing, what type do you think it is?
Fighting.
No, it's not type. But
Normal.
that's a good... You think everything's normal.
Am I wrong?
You are.
Oh. Steel.
Okay, Steel is one of his types.
Son of a bitch. Fighting.
No, I said not fighting.
Did I really say fighting?
Okay. This one is a Dark Steel type. So that's the type.
Ah.
All right. Thank you. All right. So in Pokemon Black, it talks about what it says about Poniard. It says its blades comprises this Pokemon's entire. Excuse me. Let me start over. Blades comprise this Pokemon's entire body. If battling, dulls I can't speak English.
You good?
Right now.
Finally, someone who speaks English. Is that what just happened?
No, not at all, Tony. That was Tony Stark, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Captain America.
Oh, that guy. If battling dulls the blades, it sharpens them on stones by the rivers. In Pokemon White, they fight at what?
You good?
No. Oh, okay. I got confused for a second. Why am I so confused right now? All right. In Pokemon White, they fight at Bisharp's command. They cling to their prey and inflict damage by sinking their blades into it. You see why it kind of ties into the whole prey predator thing?
Because they stab stuff.
In Pokemon Sword, it uses river stones to maintain the cutting edges of the blades covering its body. These sharpened blades allow them to bring down opponents. And lastly, in Pokemon Shield, a pack of these Pokemon forms to serve a Bisharp boss. Each Ponyard trains diligently, dreaming of one day taking the lead. So Ponyard evolves into Bisharp at level 52. And so Bisharp is our second Pokemon. And what typing is this one, Jose?
Dark fighting. Wait,
No.
steel.
Yes. Wait, what?
Dark steel.
Yes, correct. There you go. Yay. Good job. You're
know
learning. Yes. Bisharp is National Pokédex number 625.
Timer time. Hit it, Steve.
It is the Sword Blade Pokemon. I think the reason I'm getting tongue twisted is because for some reason I see Bisharp as Ponyard, even though it's not. I'm saying like the name Bisharp to me associates to the baby one, even though it doesn't. It's not the correct name. Bisharp attaches
that's
to
completely different.
I'm not saying it sounds similar. I'm saying
It's not even spelled similarly.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that the name that I associate with the baby version is Bisharp, but Bisharp is actually the evolution, is what I'm trying to say. You don't get it.
All right, Jimmy.
What'd you call me, Jimmy? All right, so about Bisharp in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, this pitiless Pokemon commands a group of Ponyard to hound prey into immobility. It then moves in to finish the prey off. In Pokemon Ultra Sun, no matter how strong the Bisharp, it's said that if the blades on its head is chipped, it will retire from its position as the boss. In Pokemon Sword, it's accompanied by a large. I looked this word up earlier and I don't know what it is.
Finally, someone who speaks English. Is that what just happened?
My tongue is getting so twisted. Retinue? Ritinue? I looked it up.
Retinue sounds good.
Retinue. All right. It is accompanied by a large retinue of Ponyard. Bisharp keeps a keen eye on its minions, ensuring none of them even think of double-crossing it. And then lastly, in Shield, violent conflicts erupt between Bisharp and Fracture, which is a dragon type from this region, over places where sharpening stones can be found. And that kinda was our Pokemon, my latest entries into Jaime's Pokedex.
It's Pikachu!
I should have just done Pikachu.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got so tongue twisted there. My bad.
I don't know
But
what the hell happened here.
I know. Ponyard and Bisharp for you guys. You're welcome. Terribly. Thank you. That's it, Jose.
Okay.
Why are you sweating? I'm the one freaking
Because
out here.
that was a fucking marathon.
I know.
Listen,
It's over. It's over, bitch. Anyway.
Oh my. I'm worn out.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's our show.
It is.
Join us next week where we'll figure out what the hell we're going to talk about.
Yes, sir. We are.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
All right, sweet. Have a week.
Bye.